Hey guys, here I am again, back at it. Getting back on the train after I fell off last week. Feels good. I can feel the physical strain from taking the break off. I lost some momentum, but getting it back, like I said, I might have lost a battle, but I'm still in the war. Still pushing on. I'm still figuring out how to move forward. It's challenging. Mentally, emotionally. The internal battles just as struggle filled as the physical battle. Doing 22 miles today. I haven't ran anything over 10 in 2 weeks. So that is I'm feeling it. That's all I can say. I'm feeling it real hard. What else do I got? I don't know. Just putting one more foot in front of the other. Not letting the thoughts of me stopping or quitting overrun my goals and determination. Like I was listening today on a podcast, there's emotional space and margin between the stimulus and the action, and that little space is a thought. And sometimes those thoughts are so automated in how we respond given the situation that we don't even take that time. We just instantly react. We don't take the time to intentionally respond. And I've been honing in on that little space for quite a long time. That way I get to decide how I want to respond instead of these predetermined habits I've had built from past experiences dictating how I react. Sometimes those automated responses aren't really how I want to react in that moment. I don't want to lose my cool. I want to be calm and composed. I have goals I want to hit, and sometimes those automated responses aren't aligned. Morning. So here I am, trying my best to shore up that space between event and taking action. And there's a lot of mental battles that happen between me coming out here to run. Those little voices telling me that it's gonna suck. I'm gonna be unconditioned. I won't be able to finish. I don't have what it takes. There's so much of those past automated thoughts and beliefs that used to, well, not used to, they still get me once in a while. Obviously last week is a prime example. They just derail me, throw me off the path. But it's not about how perfect I can be. It's about how committed and disciplined I can be. And what that looks like is how many times do I put myself back into the fight after I get knocked down, after I take an L. Am I able to take an L and not have it reflect myself as a character, as a person? Allow myself to be defeated. Morning. Whew. So here I am, not allowing those destructive thoughts and defeated mentalities to win. It's like the parable of everyone has two wolves inside them, right? The one that's destructive, chaotic, and wants to see you lose. The other one that's loving, kind, wants to see you win. And then the question gets asked, well, which one's the victorious one? And the answer is whichever one you feed. And when you use all your mental energy and emotion and time constantly mentally rehearsing those negative thoughts like you're not enough, you're never gonna make it, you're not capable enough, you failed before, what's different now? When we allow ourselves to ruminate on those thoughts, those are the little pieces of food you're feeding to the negative wolf. So the wolf that wants to see you fail. It gets bigger, it gets tougher to defeat. So really taking the time to strip those thoughts away, like rip that food out of the mouth of the wolf that wants to see you lose, and throwing it to the wolf that wants to see you win. And that's really, for me, it's been the mental battle of pausing those thoughts, really digging into them. Like, am I really a failure? Do I really quit all the time? Am I not good enough? And some of those times, the answer was yeah. I used to quit all the time. I used to quit quite a bit and give up on myself when, at the first time, things got challenging. And that's a big reason why I started this challenge, is I wanted to stop quitting on myself. I wanted more than just that negative wolf always winning. Because the lifestyle of the negative wolf in control, it sucks. It comes with its own struggles. Financially being defeated, emotionally defeated, stress, anxiety, depression. I just got tired of living that life. So started challenging those thoughts, flipping them on their head, beginning to tell myself I am enough. And the question said, well, how are you going to prove that? Well, I didn't really have an answer. I was just like, well, there's something I used to do. I used to make commitments to myself and other people all the time and flake on them. So what if I started there? What if I just committed to a running plan and just stuck to it? No matter how challenging it got, no matter what thoughts came my way of how stupid it seems or how I'm not good enough, and just challenge those thoughts and just did it anyway. And eventually it started shifting to the point where I have all this evidence and all these examples and videos now of me completing my goals, commitments to myself. It feels good. Now I have evidence of the victorious wolf winning. I have evidence of feeding that wolf. It's growing. And there's still times where the defeatist wolf comes up and he has his shining day. He wins a battle here and there. But that's part of the journey. That's part of the process. You gotta experience those moments. No, it's not an indication of who you are as a person. And get back on the horse. All right. Well, I think I'll end it there. See you at the end. See you at the end. Well, here I am at the end of my run today. Just the perspective of it, wins and some losses. So my goal is to run 22 miles. I got to about mile, I'd say 14, and I was 4 miles out from my vehicle. I still had 2 more miles out to go and then 6 back. But when I hit mile 14, I just knew that by my pace and by how my body was feeling that I wasn't gonna make the whole run. So I decided to turn around at that point, and have 4 miles run back. Should have been a total of 18 instead of 22. I only made it about a mile and 1.4 more miles after that turnaround, so right at 15.4 miles, a little bit before. That's when I decided to stop my run. I was experiencing quite a bit of pain. My muscles were locking up.
my pace was really slowing down, and I wanted to listen to my body and not push it to the point of breaking like I did in a previous run where it was very painful. So I decided to listen to my body. I haven't really ran much distance in the last couple weeks, and you really do lose it fast. So in that aspect, I'm okay with how things turned out. I also don't want that to come across as me disregarding the loss that I think I experienced. Like, I'm owning the L. I didn't make it all the miles I planned to. That's part of my training plan. Again, that's back on me that I haven't been running the full training plan. Things were kind of shifting, and I was allowing them to shift. And I think it's more important that I stick to my original plan for myself. Not just for, more for like me emotionally, more for me mentally. My training's ramping up, and I really need to be fully committed to it. And I did take a couple weeks off to heal. My toe does feel a lot better. It's mildly hurting now. My right knee's actually the one that hurts the most. More stretching and joint stretching as well. Stretching it out, getting it active. I might invest in a knee brace after this run. I think I might need one. So I made it like 1.4 miles back from the turnaround, so I had to do the walk of pain for 2.6 miles back to my car, and that's really intentional. I try to run, I don't like to run laps because I feel mentally it gives me an out to quit sooner. If I run out and back, it gives me like no out. If I run out that way, I have to do that mileage back. So it was in the spirit of owning the L. I definitely had to do the walk of pain for 2.6 miles, and we need those experiences. Like when we fall short to our commitments, when we fall short to our plans, like me specifically, I need those experiences. That way I know I can remember back on how painful it was when I didn't prepare myself, when I didn't train hard enough to make sure I get to the commitments I want to be at. Like that's that experience of walking back, it was cold. It wasn't cold when I was running, as cold when I was running, but once I started walking and my body temperature started going down, the last mile back was frigid cold. Like my fingers are frozen, my face was really frozen. It was uncomfortable, but that's the part of it, right? Experience the discomforts. Don't allow those discomforts to teach you and train you that you don't want to experience them again, right? So I'm definitely planning on doubling down into my commitments, making sure I hit my mileages, get back to my training plan. Still getting after it. I don't want to quit, nor will I. I want to see this thing through. It's a very long commitment. By the time I run the marathon, I'll have ran a little over, or maybe a little under a year of training. And it wasn't all geared towards running the marathon, but it was all geared towards sticking to my commitments and doing the things that I told myself I would do. Again, like I said, there's been little battles in there where I've lost. I didn't stick to every single training event every week. But overall, I want to win the war. I want to be a certain percentage effective. I want to finish this thing strong. I want to run. And I don't want to just give up on the plan just because it got hard, just because it got challenging, just because I missed a couple weeks, and now I feel I have to work through some shame about not being able to run as far as I believe I should run. But I know I can get back there, right? I know I'm capable to get back to where I'm at. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick to it. I don't know what other way to kind of explain that, other than like I'm gonna own where I'm at. I'm gonna own that I wasn't as trained as I wanted to be today, but I'm going to train back to where I'm at, so that way I can stick to this marathon training, run my long mileage days, even though it's definitely been taking a toll on my body. But really, it's about 3 months left of training, like 12 weeks in the grand scheme of things. Like 12 weeks isn't really much training left. It is like the most mileage, but I feel like I'm the most conditioned. So like I've got myself capable to the point where I'm at now. Like, and to think like to give myself some grace, like I had an off day and I still ran 15 miles. Like that's a feat. That's way more than mileage I could just randomly do when I wasn't conditioned, I wasn't trained. So it's still 15 votes cast to the person I want to be. I still got out here, I still trained. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, I knew it wasn't going to be pretty, yet I still put on my shoes, I put on my vest, and I got out here and I got after it. And that's really a testament to where you're going to get in life. Are you going to let those, like I mentioned in the first half of my video, those negative thoughts, are you going to give that the time, energy, and attention? Are you going to feed that wolf? Or are you going to say, no, I'm going to change that thought, I'm going to change that mindset. I want to feed the positive wolf. I want more in life. I don't want to drift around and be this person who gives up on commitments all the time, who forfeits the self-love from earning the self-love and the self-worth from doing challenging things. That's really what I'm after, and I feel like I've been that person that quit on challenging and hard things in my life for the majority of my life, through all of my teenage years, through the majority of my 20s. I really started making that shift when I started learning about this, the different mindsets, closer to like my mid to late 20s. And I'm not perfect at it. Like I have maybe a couple years of trying to live this different life, but I'm still trying to overcome 25 plus years of this mindset of quitting and giving up, and when things got challenging, just running away. I'm still trying to overcome that. 25 years of conditioning of that, and it's going to take time. It's going to take face planting my way to victory. Like I'm not going to clear every hurdle. I'm going to get tripped up. I'm going to fall. But I'm done letting that embarrassing experience and that trip up and that fall determine my next step. Like I decide I want that next step to be me completing what I committed to, and that's what I'm going to do. So a lot of lessons, a lot of ups and downs these last couple weeks. Not running at all last week was a very big emotional blow, and obviously like it shows in my performance this week. So I really gonna step into getting my nutrition right, hydrating right, sleeping right, and putting in the miles, like running the miles I have on my training schedule. So that's where I'm gonna end this video. I appreciate you guys staying with me during this journey, watching my ups and being here with me through my downs. If any of this resonates, please comment, share with me what resonates with you. Let's get some dialogue going. Don't forget to like the video if this is something that resonates with you. If you're not already, subscribe. It helps getting my message out to more people when I have more subscribers and more people are commenting, more people are liking the video. And like I like to request at the very end, if you know someone that this could help impact, that you know struggles with certain things that I've mentioned in this video, please take the 2 minutes to copy the link, share it with them. It could make their day. Like I said, and it just helps with the visibility of this channel going and my message reaching people that I believe need it. I believe more people need to hear these messages, need to hear it's okay to lose battles and still fight for those wars. So yeah, thank you for being on this journey with me. And until next video, guys, get after it and cultivate your own confidence.